All right, let's jump right in. Today we're unpacking a really powerful idea from the book The Disciplined Dividend. And it's all about how the simple, kind of boring habits you build every day can actually compound into some truly incredible results. I mean, think about it. We are just surrounded by distractions, right? Everywhere you look, there's some promise of a shortcut, some immediate reward. And it makes those big, long-term goals feel almost impossible to get to. So the big question is, how do you actually cut through all that noise? The author takes on this exact problem and offers a solution that's honestly pretty different from what we're used to hearing these days. And that solution is this idea called the discipline dividend. It totally reframes success. It's not some accident or something you hope for, but a system you can actually build and control yourself. So what is it exactly? Well, it's the idea that all those small, consistent, disciplined actions you take every day, they don't just add up. Oh no, they multiply. They compound into huge results over time. It's like compound interest, but for your entire life. And here's the big mindset shift, okay? This is not about being born with more talent or just getting lucky. The core argument here is that discipline will beat raw talent and luck every single time because it's a force that you can repeat, you can rely on, and it's totally within your control. Okay, so you're probably thinking, great, but how do I actually build this system? Well, let's break it down. The book gives us 3 core pillars that are basically the how-to guide for getting this done. So pillar number 1 is all about mastering self-control. This is your foundation. It's that ability to say no to the impulse buys, to resist the easy thing right now, and instead choose what you really want in the future. It's all about winning that battle in your own head. And this slide, this really gets to the heart of that battle. You see, we've all got these 2 systems running the show. That fast, emotional, I want it now, impulsive system, and then the slower, more thoughtful, reflective system. The goal isn't to get rid of the impulsive side. That's impossible. It's to intentionally strengthen that reflective system so it's the one making the final call, especially with your money. All right, let's move on to the second pillar, which builds right on top of the first. This one is all about designing effective routines. Now, why is this so important? Because good routines make discipline automatic. They take the decision-making out of it, so you're not burning through willpower all day long. And here's what that can actually look like. A structured day, with clear routines for your morning, your workday, and your evening, it doesn't box you in. It does the opposite. It frees up your mental energy by putting all those goal-oriented actions on autopilot. This quote right here, man, it is the perfect lead-in to the third and, I would argue, the most powerful pillar of them all. And that is to embrace consistency. Look, the main idea here is that just showing up day after day, even when it's not your best day, that builds unstoppable momentum. That is so much more powerful than those rare, heroic efforts that you can't sustain. So what really happens when you put all 3 of these pillars together? The self-control, the routines, and the consistency? Well, this is where the magic of the dividend really starts to pay off. To really see how this works in the real world, let's use a super simple example from the book. It all starts with something that, honestly, seems almost too small to matter. Imagine you save just 1,000 naira. Not once a week, not when you feel like it, but every single day. No excuses. Now, on any one of those days, that 1,000 naira doesn't feel like a big deal, but through the relentless, unstoppable power of consistency, that tiny little action starts to multiply. And just like that, it turns into 365,000 naira in just 1 year. And get this, that's before you even add a single naira of interest or investment growth. That's just the raw power of building the system. It's incredible. And this brings us to a huge point. This isn't just about money. This principle works everywhere. Reading for 20 minutes a day compounds into expertise. Small positive interactions compound into amazing relationships. The dividend pays out across your entire life. So the most important thing to take away from all this is that it's not just a cool idea to think about. The whole goal is to turn this knowledge into action. And you can start building your own dividends, like today. So here are 3 super simple, actionable steps from the book. First, just track 1 daily habit. Anything. The goal is just to build awareness. Second, set just one, clear long-term goal. This gives all your actions a direction. And third, try this little experiment. The next time you want to make a non-essential purchase, just pause for 24 hours. It's like a little workout for that reflective muscle we talked about. Which leaves us with this one final question for you. Now that you see the framework, you see the potential, what is the one small, consistent step that you are going to take, starting today, to begin unlocking your own discipline dividend?